figure that out later. I done rigged a whole studio up in this. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So I wanted to give you all an update. Um, I hope my mic sounds nice, but I'm trying, I'm trying to, I'm on the content struggle train. But regardless, read a lot of books. I'm still over here reading books though. Let me look at this camera. I'm still over here reading books though. So, um, recently I picked up Liliane by Ntozake Shange. And when I say picked up, I mean that I literally like picked it up out the box because I have had this for 10 years. It was given to me by one of my professors. And I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know what to do when people give me books. Like, I'm a reader, obviously, but I pick my own books. I mood read. I throw stuff on the TBR. I read from experience. I read, from recommendations. But when people give me books, I be like stuck because am I supposed to read this now? Like, am I supposed I don't know what to do. And that's not how I felt when she gave me this book because she was my professor and my time at school was ending. So it was really more like a goodbye present. It was really sweet and unexpected. But then with her being a professor, I was like, ooh, that book looked hard. It looked like it would be hard. So with this Black History Month, coming and going in the blink of an eye recently, I just was like, you know what? I want to know what's in the book. I've been wanting to know what was in the book, but I just I don't know, I wasn't sure. I never picked it up. And what I do know of Ntozake Shange, and maybe what you know of Ntozake Shange, is that she wrote for colored girls. And that's like, her most well popularized, her most well known book. So, again, for colored girls, which I'm gonna I'm gonna put the title here somewhere because it's a long title. It's a long title and I want to get it right. So I haven't read that book for Color Girls, but I've seen the movie and I'm a big champion of the book is always better, or the book is usually better than the movie or the TV show. So, and it was heavy. It's heavy, it's kind of deep, and honestly misplaced in the hands of Tyler Perry. Anyway, that's not what this is about. So, this book has just been kind of like with me and calling me, whispering to me for a long time, and the time is now. Now, in Suzaki, she used this poem. She used this poem intermixed with dialogue or plot devices. So she does a lot in her work, and I have to admit, well, I'm about you know not quite a quarter into the book, but the prose slash poetry that is intermixed with the story, it was throwing me off. It's taking me out. And I would probably go back and read the poetry once I'm done with the book, just to make sure that I got what it was putting down. But however, what's interesting is the balance between, there's the poem, but then there's the story. Now, the story I find quite interesting. So I am excited to delve into the story further. And once I am done reading the book, then I'm gonna come back and tell you all about it. So yes, I've been trying to cozy up to this for a minute. Let me tell you what the back of the book tells you it is. Yeah, because I feel like obviously I read the back of the book having it for 10 years. So I don't know if it was the back of the book that kind of intimidated me, but here goes. Through the polyphonic voices of Liliane Lincoln's childhood friends, lovers, and conversations with her psychoanalyst, Ntozake Shange weaves the life of a remarkable young woman. Liliane Lincoln is an artist who exposes what she knows of herself to the world through her bold and colorful artwork. Okay. Liliane is an artist who exposes what she knows of herself to the world. She exposes what she knows of herself to the world through her bold and colorful artwork. Through her bold and colorful artwork. Gradually, however, Liliane realizes that in order to survive, she must come to terms with what she has kept hidden from, or what she has kept hidden even from herself. Formally ambitious and emotionally revealing. See, that's what was getting me. Formally ambitious, because I was like, what is this? And emotionally revealing, Liliane is an extraordinary vision of a woman learning to be who she truly is. What a pleasure it is to hear Ntozake Shange singing in so many different keys, so many different tempos. Her Liliane is a dense, ambitious, worthy song. That was a quote from Valerie Sayers of the New York Times Book Review. Okay, yeah, so that last part was a quote. What a pleasure it is. That's a quote. Another quote, beautifully written and deftly crafted, a novel that is as sensual as it is sexy, that serves up as much lyricism as it does laughter. That's Valerie Boyd from the Atlanta Journal. You know, and this kind of brings me to what I suspected was why I was given this book. And also, like, she did write me a note, so there's that. But yeah, I am learning how to be a young woman in society, an adult in life. So this is going to be one of those books that sits with me and I read it again and again. And I really love that professor. I actually have been looking for her for a long time, but I found her. Don't worry, I found her. Okay. Um, the next quote: "A powerful vision and perfect ear. Shange brilliantly captures disparate places and times." Now, I read that kind of staccato, but it also has a lot of dot dot dots. So it was written in staccato. And that was Samuel Shem from the Boston Globe. Reading the back of the book actually makes the book make a lot more sense. I don't read the back of books before I read the book. And I don't know if that's just something that you all will get used to as we go along, but it's not in my nature to read the back of a book. Okay. And the last quote is a daring portrait of a black woman artist recreating herself out of social and psychological chaos, the fragmentation that haunts our time, our nation, ourselves. And that's Kelly Cherry, the Los Angeles Times Book Review. Okay, so I'm starting to see a bigger picture. Can I also point out that this is a beautiful book? So simple, but gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then there's a little blurb on the side just about the author. Ntozake Shange is a renowned, renowned playwright for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. So I didn't get it wrong. Poet, nappy edges and the love space demands. And novelist, Betsy Brown and Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo, to be reprinted in paperback by Picador USA. She lives in Philadelphia with her family. And I believe this book is from 2005. But I know that was like, yes, you can see inside. It shows you like, okay, she has poetry, fiction, and theater. For Colored Girls is was originally a play. Yeah, so sorry for breathing into the mic just now. But I've talked enough. I just, wanted to tell you all about this because it is a treasured possession and it's a beautiful book. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to read it for the first time. And honestly, I'm going to read this again and again because it's that dense. I can already tell. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you like hearing me talk about a book for a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to get my content legs out there, so finding my feet. Y'all have a good Tuesday and a good week. Happy Women's History Month. I can't promise that I'm gonna read all women this month, but I could probably do that. And this I know this is a name that y'all haven't heard y'all haven't heard recently, Ntozake Shange. Look into it. And you know what? If you've seen the movie and you like the movie, or if you've seen the movie and you didn't like the movie, pick up the play. Pick it up from your library. Pick up the real thing, because I promise you that's what I will be doing. I mean, I remember it. It was deep. It was a lot going on. But I knew when I seen the movie that I needed to read the play. And I'm just gonna leave it there. Although I did hear that they stuck to the script pretty well. Because I mean, when you do plays, like, you kind of gotta stick to the script because it's a televised play. So that really is like the art. It's not a lot of adaptation of the actual words that they do to put a play on the screen. But y'all have a happy Women's History Month.